Okay, the stick control book, page 13. We're going to work with line 1, 2, 5, and 6. We have both right hand and left hand leads doing single strokes, and left hand lead doing single strokes. And double strokes, right hand lead, and left hand doubles, left hand lead. Okay, so just so that you get the exercise the way it's written, let me work with that first, and we're going to do that without a metronome at first, and we're going to do it slow, and we'll do some maybe some full strokes. Okay, now it's a 4-measure increment. The first 3 measures are the same: 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and And that repeats 2 more times. Then on the last measure you have straight 16ths for 4 beats. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the line, and let's do 60 maybe, all right? In full strokes. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Last measure. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. Back to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3. Last measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's a right hand lead, and that's not fast. It's at 60, and we're working the hands. Now, what I like to do when I finish the line, I like to tag a vamp at the end of the line. Now, I just did 4 measures of what's written, so I'm going to tag on a 4-measure vamp. The 4-measure vamp is going to be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 4 times, then back to the line. So I'll do it maybe 2 or 3 times at 60, and we'll up the tempo somewhat. Right now I'm trying to do it in full strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last measure. 1, 2, 3. Vamp. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. 2 E and 2 E and 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Stop. Back to 1. Now that's at 60. Let's stay there for a while. Feel good about it. Introduce your brain to the exercise. Once you get it going on, and that was in full strokes, I'm going to do this at 120 now and say half strokes. I'm going to play the line as written, and I'll do that a few times, and then I'll put a vamp on the end of it again. So let's do half strokes, which is here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 1, 2, 3. Back to the beginning. Last measure. Okay, beginning. Okay, that's about half strokes. Now, you don't want to be doing this right now, but I'm just going to demonstrate somewhat. Maybe 160, like here. 1, 2. I'm going to do it maybe quarter strokes, in between quarter and half. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, vamp, 1. Now I put sort of an accent on the first note because I wanted you to understand that was the first measure, second measure, third measure, fourth measure. You don't want to do that. You want to make them all equal. That was for instructional reason. Now that's the right hand lead. Now you do the same thing with the left hand lead. Now I do this like I did with the right. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, E and the 4 E and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4. Beginning. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop. Now, what I'm going to do now with the left hand lead, well, I don't really have to do. You understand? You tag a vamp on it. Now, a good way to practice this, if I did line 1 with the last measure, I'm going to do a turnaround on the end. That'll take me right into line 2 without disrupting the flow. I'll do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for those, if you don't understand the turnaround, when I get to the last measure, I'm going to play it slow. 1 E and the 2 E, the 3 E and the 4 E and the. So I'm putting a paradiddle at the end. So that puts my left hand in position. So now if I did that in full strokes, let me go to 60 again. And I'm going to do it with the turnaround. I'm going to do line 1 and line 2 without stopping. Over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sorry about that mistake, but I put the turnaround on the last part. Now, when you've been doing that for a while, we're going to expand on the vamp as an endurance exercise. I'm going to do this pretty slow. Let me hit 100. And when I mean endurance, hold on. A 100 is pretty good, so you can understand it. I'm going to play the line, say 2 or 3 times. And when I do that 2 or 3 or 4 times, however many times you want, there's no set in stone kind of thing here. You just do it over and over and over again to line 1. Then eventually, while you're doing this, you're going to extend the vamp. You can extend the vamp for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You develop an endurance. And you go back to the line. Or you can go to the second line if you feel that strong. But I just would recommend stopping and taking a breath or drink of water, get a cup of coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time I'm going to put a vamp. 1, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to keep the vamp going. 2. No accent. Keep that going for a minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Pop the sticks. Now I want to go to line 2 without stopping. I'm going to do the turnaround. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So on and so forth. That takes care of line 1 and line 2. When you get to line 5 and 6, instead of doing singles like 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and you're going to be doing doubles. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Last measure. 1, 2, 3. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamp. And we're going to vamp. And the vamp. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. 2. Equal sound. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2. Back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. And do it 100 times, 300 times with the metronome. And then you want to do the vamp. And then you want to extend the vamp. Let me play this up a little bit. I'm going to play it like I do. I'm going to do it maybe 150. Let's try that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do the doubles now. Here you go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Next time the vamp. Vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vamp. 2, 3, 4. We're going to extend the vamp this time. Vamp. 1. You want to do this for 2 or 3 minutes. Right now I'm on the right hand lead. And I'll do that for 2 or 3 minutes. Take a little break. And then do the left side. Now you do this over, it's going to happen not in one practice session or 1 week or a month. It's going to happen over a long period of time where you're being consistent. So that explains line 1, line 2, line 5, and line 6. Plus I put an additional turnaround way to do that. Okay? If you have any problems, we'll talk about it when we talk online or on Skype or whatever it might be. Okay? That should take care of that. And I have one more video coming, guys, so just relax.